Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel again. Here's week 3 of the NFL and my journey on becoming a professional sports bettor. Before I begin, I just wanted to do something a little different. These next couple of weeks are going to be extremely tough and extremely weird. You're going to see a bunch of turnovers. You're going to see maybe a bunch of fumbles like last night with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's only going to get a little stranger from here, so I'm just going to show you a couple of things that you can do to counter your picks for this coming week. It's kind of unorthodox. I don't think anybody ever did it, but I'm going to try it and see where it lands. So you have the anytime touchdown score. If you actually look in here and you actually see, this is just an example. I'm not saying bet this. I will never tell you to bet anything. I'm just showing you my journey. But this is what I'm looking for. Defenses. Here you have the Green Bay defense versus the Detroit defense. And I'm going to tell you like this. I believe that in the next couple of weeks, especially with teams like the Texans, Miami Dolphins, you have, who else? Oh, the Colts. Because those teams actually have quarterbacks that are hurt. Even Baker Mayfield, he said he went to the locker room, his shoulder popped in and out. So Tyrod Taylor said he may have some bruised ribs. It's extremely hard to throw with bruised ribs. And Tua from Miami, I don't know what's going on with Tua. I'm still waiting for an update. But we really don't know what we're getting out of these quarterbacks. Also, the Washington quarterback, was it Hinkley? I know I'm massacring his name, but look at those teams and look at player props like this anytime touchdowns. Because like I said, there's going to be a bunch of interceptions for touchdowns and this week and the week to come. And as you can see, tell by last night and even the first week that things is getting a little kind of hectic. You know, Kansas City pretty much won that game, running down the clock, and Eclair just fumbles a football. But that's football. So you have this. You have the anytime touchdown score for defenses. And there is one more thing I see now. Again, this is just an example. Here we go. Let's go to more markets. Here we go. Actually, down here, it has player interceptions. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Just bear with me for 1 second as I look for it. Alternate lines. Here we go. Player props. Player props. And down, down, down. There it goes. Player interceptions. I wanted to show you this. And pretty much this is a yes or no. Will the player throw an interception? Will they not? Now, for the weeks to come, look at Washington, all the teams I mentioned earlier. Because these are props you really want to look at. And it's going to get crazy for the next 2 weeks. The coming next 2 weeks. Too bad they don't have fumbles on here either. That would be nice. But I guess it is what it is. So let's get down to it. My picks for the week. I didn't make any bets yet. I'm probably going to hold off because I seen something really, really interesting, and I might as well show you that too while I'm here. You have what you call alternate point, the point spread, alternate point spread. I can find it. Again, bear with me, guys. I'm going through all these props. I'm very, very, very intrigued by this. Like, this is just crazy. You know what? I'm not gonna spend too much time with it. Oh, here it goes. Alternate spread. So here you go. You got the totals. So these are different spreads that you can do. Even this, like, say for instance 250, right? For them to go over 42.5, you just need $250 to win $100. I mean, if you feel as though you have a good number, but you just need that little push, you could look into these. And a bunch of these games I'm getting ready to show you, you should just look into these. This is the total. And then this is the spread right here. And then I believe you can parlay these. It's crazy. But let's get into it. Let me show you what I have for the week. I gave you the information as I got it. I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's get to it. Let's get to what I'm looking at for this week. All right, the game tonight. Well, I had the Detroit Lions covering. I'm picking the Detroit Lions covering the Packers. Jared Goff isn't bad. Jared Goff is actually he's a decent quarterback, and I have them going over the total of 48.5. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I believe Aaron Rodgers is going to show up tonight. This is a division rival game, so I'm expecting this game to be close, and I'm expecting this team to go over. So take it from there. All right, next game on the list: Carolina Panthers to Houston Texans. I'm taking a negative 7.5 against the Houston Texans. I don't know what kind of quarterback they're going to have in their helm. I mean, you have Watson there. I doubt Watson plays. It'd be a surprise if Watson plays. So Tyrod Taylor, like I said, he was hurt with bruised ribs, and bruised ribs is extremely tough to play on. So I'm taking the 7-5 with the Panthers for this coming week. Next game on the list, we have the Arizona Cardinals and Jacksonville Jags. I like this number. I would like to tease that number down, that 7.5. I would love to tease that down. But the Cardinals is the pick. I'm picking Cardinals against Jaguars. So far, the Jaguars have been getting blown out by more than 7 points. I believe the Broncos beat them by 7.5. I'm not sure. I believe they did beat them. They beat them up there. Broncos covered the spread. So pretty much the Jaguars are 0-2 against the spread. Next game, we have the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. I'm laying the points. I'm going with the 5. Going with the 5 with that. Wentz is hurt, so he has an ankle injury. Even if he plays, even if that ankle is 50%, he's going to make some mistakes. And this is a team you probably want to look at those interceptions. Or if Wentz plays, definitely he's throwing an interception that game. Baltimore Ravens and Detroit Lions. The Ravens looked amazing last night. That team is extremely tough to beat. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Jeez. That offense, and that's what they need. They need more coaches who can utilize that kind of a quarterback, and you'll have a crazy game. But as you can see, I want to tease that number down. If you do, great. I don't like this number. Look at the alternative spreads for that number. 9.5 is just. I mean, I think they could cover. They definitely could cover, and going over the total for next week. But the Ravens are winning. Jared Goff always struggled against the Ravens as well. Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. I like what Washington did. Last. I want to take the points with Washington. I know I have it highlighted, but again, you have a new quarterback in Washington. I want to see how he does against Buffalo. So I'm going to take that off my ticket. Take that off. And as you can see over here, pull up here, we have some alternates. I actually teased a couple games over here, as you can see. Let's go. I teased a couple of games. So I'm not going to really get into that right now. Let's go back to the games. I don't mean to waste you guys' time. Just excited. The New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. Now, last week we seen a sorry Saints team. And tell you the truth, that was my fault. I should have seen this coming. The Saints actually have a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes as far as Hurricane Ida, and they haven't been home in a few weeks, and they won't be home until week 4. So obviously that's playing an effect on them. I have to say that's playing a huge effect because you just don't go smacking the team and then all of a sudden you get smacked by a Carolina team. It's ridiculous. So obviously you have that happening. Then I heard some players was out COVID. Didn't know. Definitely look at the injury report and make sure you see that before you actually make your bet. Next game on the list. Oh, and I'm not betting that game. Just in case you were wondering, I'm not betting this. I'm going to see what happens. I think the Saints still have those effects. They're still not home, so I still think it's going to be extremely hard for them to prepare. But then again, who knows? And then you're facing a New England Patriots team. So even if you take the points, it's kind of like a gamble. So next game, Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm definitely taking the Chiefs for this. They lost against a close game against the Ravens. I'm sure they're upset. They want to, redeem themselves, and I want to tease those points down. I think they can go. I hate to say that because they can light it up. Both teams can light it up, but the Chargers actually have a good defensive backs, should I say, as well as Kansas City. They also have good defensive backs, so I think they're gonna go under. They're not going to meet the 55.5. So I'm going to take Kansas City, and I'm going to take the under. And if I were to bet the spread, I'll definitely take the Chargers with the spread with a whole touchdown. Next game, you had the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. Landry is hurt. The Browns wide receiver. If Odell Beckham, I can't even say his name, Beckham play, then definitely look geared towards Cleveland. I'll probably gear towards the money line just in case. But if he doesn't, then it's going to be like a defensive game with the run. And Baker Mayfield, like I said, he had a couple injuries. His shoulder popped in and out. Is that going to affect him? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But I'm taking the plus 7.5 with Chicago. Cincinnati Bengals, Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers had some key injuries last game, but I still don't see the Bengals beating the Steelers. I'm not betting on this game because I'm biased towards the Steelers because that's my favorite team. And if I were to bet, I'd probably bet the money line with the Steelers. I'm not going to bet that game. The Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Atlanta Falcons put up a lot of points against Tampa Bay, their division rival. New York Giants haven't put up that well. They could have. This one's going to be hard. I'll probably tease this one up. It's Atlanta Falcons with the +3. I'll tease it up to at least a touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. I believe the Falcons can come within the touchdown, if not win the game. So I'm definitely teasing that game up. Miami Dolphins and Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders, I'm definitely picking them with the negative 3.5. Only reason is because Tua went down. We don't know what kind of quarterback. And also you want to look at the Raiders defense for maybe defensive touchdowns and interceptions from whoever the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins is. I'll look towards that. We have the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Definitely tease that down. And I feel like that's or look at the alternatives, alternate spreads. Look at the alternate spreads, Definitely look into that. You probably could get a better number. Let's see if they have it. This is one of the reasons why you want to look at an alternate spread too. They don't have it for them yet. But if you look at an alternate spread, you get a better number with them taking less juice from you. And hopefully they pull it out. Hopefully, I really like the Broncos. Broncos been doing their thing this year. Going down the list, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Definitely tease that up if you're taking Tampa Bay Bucks. If you're with the Los Angeles Rams, let's look at something else here. I just seen. Here it goes. A winning margin is 4-way. Now you know it's going to be either 1 through 13 for the Tampa Bay Bucks or 1 through 13 for the Las Vegas Rams. They're going to definitely be within 1 to 13, depending on who you like. Bet accordingly. Let's go back. We have the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. The Seattle Seahawks, definitely taking the Seahawks. Lost last game. Russell Wilson threw 4 interceptions. That's what I was telling you guys. Things has been kind of going to get a little weirder from there. Russell Wilson usually doesn't do that. He kind of had like a whole breakdown for some reason. But this total, I like to tease it down. Tease the total down, and I believe that's actually a hitter right there. But again, do your own research. These are all my picks. So when I actually come out with some bets, I'll probably run and go make a couple bets later this week, probably on Wednesday. I'll make a couple bets, and I actually show you who I bet on with a video on Wednesday. Look for that. Actually, probably put one out tomorrow, but I definitely teased that down. So, next game, the Green Bay Packers. I think the Packers are going to bounce back. We're going to see what happens tonight. If the Packers play good, I'm definitely taking the plus 3.5. Now, if it's worth it, if you bet on the Packers winning tonight, you might as well take the 3.5 now. I don't see why not. But if you don't see the Packers winning, then definitely wait. But if you see the Packers winning tonight, definitely take the 3.5 right now. And last but not least, I'm going to ride this Dallas Cowboys until the wheel. Well, no, I ain't going to go that far. But, phrasing, exactly. But let's go with the Cowboys. Again, I do like the money line. These are division rivals. I think this game is going to be close, so I'm going to put the money line with the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the Chargers already beat the... No, they didn't play yet. But those are my picks for the week. Hopefully, I gave you some information that you can use to make yourself some money and to, look at different ways to actually sports bet. I'm going to look into these player props. I'm liking these player props here. And I'm going to give you my opinions and different videos for those as well. This is actually kind of interesting. I'm actually looking through them, and I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know they had that. I didn't know I had that. It's really, yeah. But thanks for watching. Catch you next week. Later.